Okay, so I got this manga because it looked cute and sounded fun. With high school graduation approaching, Mei Soraike, I hope that's how you pronounce that, tries to confess her love to her best friend for whom she had long harbored a secret crush, only for her hopes to be crushed. But a little heartbreak is fine, because she'll absolutely, definitely, without a doubt, get a girlfriend in college. And no sooner does May set her resolve than potential prospects start sliding up to her one by one. On the surface, this sounds like a fun but simple Yuri rom-com harem series. And I got about 3/4 of that genre right on the money. The story starts off with May attempting to confess to her best friend, like the synopsis said, only for her best friend to tell her that she has a boyfriend. I know that pain. Then we immediately jump to her starting college, resolving to get a girlfriend come hell or high water. And she immediately makes herself known to the audience as the ultimate useless lesbian bottom. She sees a pretty girl for a fraction of a second get close to her, and her brain immediately starts shorting out. She immediately jumps to love and is absolutely flustered and is painfully relatable. Over the course of her first day at college, she meets 5 prospective love interests. First is Riri Shirosawa, a shy freshman along with May, who happens to be an idol. Then we have Maria Todomeki, May's mature and very teasing counselor. Minato is so far the only character that doesn't have a full name, but she's a cool and suave upperclassman that works at the college cafe. Kari Najima is a kiss-happy upperclassman in the same theater trope as Minato. And finally, Kaoru Kunimasa is Mei's roommate senpai that is very particular with her sensitive nose, and also doesn't know what boundaries are, claiming Mei as her personal body pillow. Mei herself quickly becomes smitten with each woman and becomes conflicted and confused as to what she wants. Though that doesn't really hinder her from being friends with them or being strung along very easily by each of them. The first half of the volume doesn't even exactly feel like a harem, as none of the love interests actually seem interested in our lead romantically, so possibly could be a slow burn. But then the shoes start to drop. Kaoru's interest in Mei's scent is a key point to her character from the very start, but it's made out to seem like it's just her being sensitive to scents in general and is overly clingy. There's more to this, however, as at one point, she is seen to be getting very excited from Mei's scent. Then we look at Riri, who seems pretty innocuous, if a bit airheaded. But then we see her alone at one point, as she's reminiscing over how nice it is to touch Mei. How the sensation of holding her hand is still lingering. As I am describing this, it may have clicked for you what is going on here. While I was reading it, it didn't click yet for me at this point. It wasn't until Minato. Earlier in the volume, she had complimented Mei's voice to get her to meet up for the theater troupe wanting her to join the club. But then at one point, she calls Mei and is very clearly getting off on the sound of her voice, even recording it. That is when I realized the truth of this manga. Each love interest has a fetish based around one of the 5 senses, and Mei does it for each of them. Karin likes kissing because her thing is taste. She's also really good at cooking. And Professor Maria likes to watch Mei's visual cues and tease her to watch her squirm and she also has a vivid imagination. Towards the end of this first volume, the five begin to cross paths, and begin to understand that they will likely all be rivals in their pursuit of Mei, who is, so far, very okay with at least 2 out of the 5 fetishes, so it's likely she'll be down for all of them. It's also worth noting that Kanin is the first to make a move, asking Mei to be her girlfriend, as Mei is reluctant to do anything serious and physical outside of a relationship. When Kanin questions Mei if there's someone she likes, her mind flashes to all 5 of the love interests. As Karin gets impatient, we end the volume with a compromising cliffhanger. Overall, this is not what I was expecting for this manga. I could have never expected it, and now I am hooked on it like it's phonics. The part that's really amazing to me is the handling of the fetishes, especially the scent fetish, as scent is actually a big turnoff for me, so I'm usually put off by its inclusion in something. But they didn't make it gross like most people seem to want to do. They present it as Kaoru mostly being eased and calmed by Mei's scent, and she genuinely does have a sensitive nose. All the fetishes are presented as genuine, but aren't made out to seem freakish or extreme, and Mei's accepting nature of them helps the reader warm up to them. It is a masterful handling of the material, though you still have to be some level of degenerate to really get into this story. So if you are a degenerate, let me know if you read the first volume of I Don't Know Which Love Is down in the comments below and tell me your thoughts. I'm very interested to find out. Just do not go sharing your fetishes. This is not the place. Nobody wants to know. With all that said, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time in the void. Later.